piece of ass I ever had.
On camera, it's not too bad. But that's mainly because we're not up close at all. It's because it's far away. If you get up close, you can see that there's a lot of spots that are just not finished at all. There's like little chips. The primer is not even like 100%. We got like this whole thing going on. There's like a gap in there. That doesn't even like line up straight. It's all sorts of whack. And it's everywhere. That is not even like lined up properly. It's just wrong. You guys can see some of the hard edges that are still on here. It's not smooth or finished at all. Like this wing's actually low-key a massive pile. So shiny. So nice. There are a couple little spots like that and like that. And there's like a couple tiny spots in general that could have been done a little bit better on my part. But I took 2 goddamn years to get this going. It's close enough, ship it. Compared to what it was, this is a freaking dime piece, man. This is beautiful. For an eBay wing with hours of work in it, this is pretty damn good. And I'm probably gonna get flat because it's a one piece, but who cares? And for a replica wing, this is pretty goddamn mint. So, and this is the exact same wing that we started out with. But yeah, we're going for install right now. The car is super dirty. I'm gonna wash it later, I'm not worried about that. We got the trunk cleaned. I got my hardware set up. We are going to be using some contact cement, silicone sealant, whatever that is. The same thing we used for the trunk lip on the Cheeto, we're gonna be using on this. So I'm gonna put a nice bead along the top to get it to sit better. It's still gonna be bolted down, but that's gonna be like an extra layer. So we're gonna bolt it down, get the wing up, put the sealant on, put a towel on it, then put a bunch of dumbbells on it that I got down here. So it's gonna sit and we're gonna leave it for like 2 days and then it's gonna be mint. So I also have my trunk spoiler up here, which is gonna be super hot boy, but we're not gonna put that on right now. We're gonna put that on later. And it is also paint matched Alpine white to go very nicely with the car. I didn't even ask you to come out here. You just heard stuff happening.
And I was like, it's wing time, baby.
You're like wing? And for those of you who want me to keep the wing off the car, I took 2 years to get this ready, so you had 2 years to enjoy it. Sorry. The 2 years is up. It's been too long.
Sorry.
Yeah, some people were like, leave it off, and so I just took 2 years to finish it, and that was me leaving it off.
So naked without it, like with it, it just looks so nice.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it with it off now at this point.
Roof spoiler on.
Yeah, the roof spoiler is gonna be super hot.
With both of them, it looks super.
It's gonna look super hot. I'm excited. That one's gonna be. No, Alex got some Johnny's today. Super clean schnitzers.
Your boy monster trucking right now.
These are super clean. Like just like a fade, no clear coat, no fade, nothing. Just like some little curb rashes.
Why is my wheel wet?
But look at that. Genuine schnitzers, 18x9s. This fool's got the fattest wheel setup in the squad right now.
Pretty crazy.
So I don't know if he's gonna be able to tuck, like I'm tucking my Johnnies.
I want to though. I don't really want to.
I was telling you, we could roll it and then you could throw some camber at it. We could probably get it to sit close to that.
Straight monster trucking.
Thicken. That's almost a full ankle, bro. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. Luckily, guy ordered some BCs already.
Yeah, they're on the way, man.
He ordered custom Swift Springs Extreme Low, literally the same coilover setup I'm running on the sedan. Regardless, on to wing stuff.
It's wing time, baby.
Will it close? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, so here we go. So now, we need that to sit down. There we go. We're mounted. Now we gotta let it sit.
You want to show them what it looks like with the roof spoiler too? Just a little taste.
Well, this is all gonna be in one video.
Oh, okay.
So like literally after this, it's gonna be roof install. All right, so now it's time to install the roof spoiler. So it has been about a little over a week since we installed the spoiler. It's holding up pretty good. There's a couple tiny little things. For instance, I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if I can pick it up on camera, but there's like a little tiny stress crack in either the filler or the Bondo. And there's like a couple little tiny, very, very tiny ones. I don't even think they're picking up on, oh yeah, you can kind of see it. But honestly, like, you have to have your eyeball literally 3 inches away from it to be able to see it. Oh well, so it's obviously not perfect, but it's holding up pretty damn well, I think. I'm not super worried about it. I'm not a body guy, so what am I even gonna do about it, you know?
Order another one!
Buy another one? Buy an actual real wing? So this is the roof spoiler. For those wondering, it is a Street Track Life roof wing. So these guys are based in the UK. They have like a whole kind of Bo Suzuki drift kit, so it's got like the things that come out on the skirts and the bumpers, and then it's got the roof spoiler. I bought the roof spoiler. It had potential. I didn't really like how it looked because it sat a little bit too high up for me. It kind of sat something like that. I wanted it to be a little bit more low profile, kind of a little bit more sleek. So what I did was I took it, I bought it, and I profiled maybe a quarter of an inch, a little over a quarter of an inch off the top and sloped it down. The only issue with that is it kind of changed the fitment on it. So I had to profile it in a little ways on both sides to get it to sit better. And this also kind of comes out at an angle, so it kind of changed the horizontal fitment a little bit. So I had to trim it on the inside here. And we did have to do some trimming on the window. I bought this wing, we did the whole trimming like 2 years ago when I got it and actually started restoring this. I also did the trimming on the window seal 2 years ago. So this has been like this, which it actually looks worse than it is, for about 2 years, and it doesn't leak any water. So it didn't change the actual functionality of the molding itself, it just changed the look. It kind of looks a little hack. This is 20-year-old molding at this point, 23-year-old molding at this point. It kind of cuts more like a hard plastic than it does like a soft rubber, which it's supposed to be. So it kind of didn't really turn out the best aesthetically, but we're gonna put a roof spoiler over it so it doesn't even matter. So modified Street Track Life wing, modified molding. We're gonna be using the same glue we used for the Cheeto on that wing, and we also put it on the underside of this to get it to sit flush. So that's the play. I've got the passenger side all set in, but the driver's side is kind of lifted up. So we're gonna have to push that side down. And the only other thing is there's a little bit of gap along the top where I like over trimmed, so my bad on that. But I think we'll be fine. We're gonna glue this side down about halfway up, and then I think tomorrow we're gonna go in and finish the other side. So that way this side will set and this will kind of anchor this side in while we hold that side. If we try and glue the whole thing at once, it's going to be in constant stress, which I think is going to make it a lot harder to get it to install properly, because I kind of have to push in on this corner to get it to sit. So we're going to tape it all up, put some dumbbells across it, and hope for the best. And then tomorrow we're going to go in and do that side. So the cure time on the adhesive, I believe it's around 24 hours, something like that. So having it try and cure for 24 hours while this wing is fighting back against the curing process, trying to kind of bow back up to the way it wants to sit, I think it's just going to make it kind of harder to install.
Oh yeah. Looks very nice. Very nice.
That'll work. It's going to be a little bit of a gap over here, but I think I might just come in and fill it with some RTV, like right there. So yeah, kind of bummed I trimmed it too much, but
Oh, well. Shorter? No.
Get it? Yeah, we'll just put another one on top of this one. It's not bad. Alright, so this side is seated. You can see the little bit of gaps where the over trimming was. But oh well, such is life. So now we're gonna go in and we're going to glue this side, which is gonna be actually not that big of a deal. And tape it and repeat.
Double gloving.
Like for this, I'm like putting RTV, and of course you're gonna get it all over your freaking hands, right? So when it gets messy, you don't want to touch like clean white paint. So what you do is you just rip off, and you got a clean pair of gloves underneath.
But nice.
Alright, could you lift that?
Yeah.
Just with your hand. Ow. This crap is like thick. It fucking hurts.
Damn, boy, she thick.
All right, so we are in position. So the only thing is I fear that there's gonna be a little bit of a gap between the body and this. You can kind of see it running up. I just would rather not have any black showing through on this side. On this side it's sitting like clean and flush, but I feel like you're gonna be able to see some molding kind of coming through here, but is what it is, I guess. I'm not perfect, especially when it comes to, you know, body work like this. Body work is like degrees of getting it right, where engine work is like it's right or it's not, you know. That's kind of why I like to stick to engine stuff, but yeah, I'm learning how to do body stuff. Kind of got a little bit of like a bow to it. I don't really like it, but I don't know. We have to set this side to see what it's actually gonna look like, because this thing's got 30 pounds on it to hold it down. So I don't know if when it's done it's going to be that much of an issue. I would kind of prefer it to be like a little bit flatter. I don't know. So
Well, I'm saying I think it looks nice because it kind of follows the body of the car. If it was just flat, I feel like it would be kind of like a obtuse angle, you know? Where
That's
it
fair.
Like kind of stands out more
I don't
than
know.
anything.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna let this go and just see what it kind of looks like. But what I could do is make some like angle brackets like that, and then glue them in on the underside here to kind of flatten that. But again, we're gonna have to see, so I won't know how this actually looks until tomorrow morning before I go to work, when I take it all off. Oh shit.